white color is pure, we can do mixing a little bit on palette or at the same time on canvas. Both are okay. I prefer to mix a little bit on my palette. Take a little white with yellow, because even the yellow is bright, I want to make it a little lighter. Just a little bit. And the other color we need to mix is yellow and red. But be careful, because red is so strong. We need to take first a little more, actually not little, more yellow. Tiny touch of red, very tiny. Mix with yellow and see what happens. You see, even the orange that we make, it's too dark. So sometimes we need more yellow to mix with. So please pre-mix your paint. The amount of paint, it depends on the size that you're going to work. So if it's large size, easier to pre-mix more paint. Take your flat brush, depend on the size of your canvas. Choose your brushes, which is bigger is easier. And then start from top of your canvas with the pure white color first. Back and forth from left to right to cover whole the top of your canvas with pure white color. Just with the pure white color, and please apply with lots of heavy paint, because we don't want to back again work on it. And it's one time is easier because you can cover the white of canvas easily. So please apply with lots of paint, heavy paint, to help it easily cover everything and give you a chance to mix your white color with yellow. So after here, you need both sides more adding white, like this side left, a little more right. And then this white color that you mix with yellow, you can start with this one. Choose that one, close to the white, let the edge blend together. The edge of the canvas between yellow and white, very gently they blend into each other. And even on the edge, here, edge of the canvas, I mean. Then you can move on with pure yellow that you have, like this one. Just with the pure yellow, but when I switch the other color, like after white, I move with the yellow white. And then after yellow white, I move with the yellow. But I don't let the line create in between the white and lemon yellow, and between lemon yellow, between the yellow. Let it move together, both colors, and disappear this edge in between, because the sky is so smooth. Come down. With heavy yellow, back and forth. Let it cover. It's a sky. We can add a little bit. Let me show you. Later, we can add a little bit orangey tone as a nice movement of a cloud on top of the sky. So move on with the yellow and then switch to orange. The hard edge, I mean this one. I want to show you here. I don't want to see this line. I'm coming up with the orange into the yellow, and again take some yellow, bring it to the orange. Let this two color very gently move into each other. You can use whole the belly of the brush. Lay down your brush like this. Pressure in your canvas. Let the paint sit on the canvas easily and cover all the white of canvas. And you can bring a little bit higher when still the yellow is wet. Really good time to bring it a little bit higher, your brush with the orange. And even you can use the tip of brush to make and shape some line on top. Brings a little bit more orange. Maybe, yeah, it's need more. First of all, easier to have this shortcut paint ready and then apply on canvas. So again, a little more red. I need to add on yellow. So this is the orange. So start with the red. Just make wet the edge. I mean wet with paint, not any water. Please, if you add the water, clean your brush, wipe it with napkin, and then add any paint on your canvas. So at the edge, we make the red again wet with the pure paint. Now it's ready to add orange beside that. So again, add the orange, come a little into the red, and then come further down. We don't need to add a lots of orange down. Then we move on with the pure yellow. Even both sides, close to the orange, we can add pure yellow as well. These are the place of landscape and trees. So if you like to cover it with the orange, it's okay. If not, you can add the yellow color. If you work on a larger size, you can focus on the one side, like your left side, finish it, and then switch to the right side. If we work with oil color, it takes time to dry. So with oil, it's so relaxing because for a long time, the surface is wet. Even if you want to finish this landscape, you need to divide it into two different sections, different time, because we need to let one part get completely dry, and it takes sometimes some days, like 2 or 3 days to dry. But with acrylic, right away, it's dry fast. But the other things about acrylic paint is because it's so fast dry, they don't blend together. So most of the time you need to bring back and forth. Use two colors at the same time. So when you come here, move on with this lemon yellow, the one that we mixed with the white color. Bring it into the pure yellow a little bit. And back and forth with the yellow, come into lemon yellow. Here I want to add lots of white. Back and forth. And then wipe your brush just with napkin. Then move on with the pure white color. Heavy paint, let it move into the yellow a little bit. Even you can bring it higher in the edge, like left and right side. Make it more bright. So the point is heavy paint, brush stroke with heavy paint to let them blend together and easily cover all the white of canvas. Sometimes when we back to the I do with the finish with the left side, and now I'm back to the right side. So the orange is dry, white is dry. I need to bring the yellowy orange again back to let this wet, and then close to that bring the white color. For the water, I'm not adding any wave right now. Let it for later. For this part, we just need the pure black color. Take some. I'm using the tip of brush. For all the background, we hold the hair back and forth. For the tree, I can use the tip of brush. It's easier. And I start from one side. Before start from one side, I just separate the horizon line. You can imagine the length of the tree is not much long, not short, something like that. So you can draw one line to separate the sky from the river, like here. And then from this way, I'm going to start like that. It's easier. Play with the tip of your brush and shape the trees. Even you can apply, because it's all black, you can apply with the heavy part of brush like that, and then bring it up and down with the tip of brush and shape trees very nicely. You don't need to be fast. Just make sure, bring some of them so higher and play with the tip of brush. Then close to that, bring lower. And make sure not to disappear all the nice and warm orangey tone of your sky. So I take my brush, flat brush, and from this way aside, it's easier to work with, and slowly try shape the trees. And please use heavy paint. Always heavy paint works well. And even make a texture for you. After it gets dry, you can feel this texture, which is lovely. Black color, just put this here, randomly bring it like that. You don't need to exactly connect it to the black part. You can add a little space in between. Just the red is visible, that's fine. And with the flat part, you don't need to do like that. Just with a flat, bring it down randomly. When you do like, put it like this. When you do like that, it's already, when I bring close to the camera, you can see already brush stroke, dry brush stroke happen, and it looked like the nice wave, sorry, nice reflection like this. And for the part which is a little bit longer, you can do like that. And then like that, smaller with dry brush stroke. Like this, and that's enough. So I do some half of the reflection. The rest is the same with the flat part of your brush. Take your paint. This time we are not doing like that to shape the trees. Same as here, from top to bottom. You don't have to start from the black part. You can keep a little bit red in between. That's okay. And start, do like that. Don't pressure like this, fully come down. Just pressure at the beginning, then drop your brush up like this to help the reflection happen with dry brush stroke. And make sure the part which is a little bit longer on a tree, make the reflection a little longer. And do hold this line with this technique. And after that, we are going to work on the trees in front. A little space, I would like to start from here, a little come up like that. I want to shape it and form it. I don't want to be really straight. The landscape is not like that. Nature, like that. Here, I keep some space in between, and then from the top part, just cover it like that, and then fill it with black color. When we add the snow on top, it shows more beautiful of a lots of bunch of um, bushes are close together, or even the grass. Just heavy black, cover it and make it like this. This is left side. And the same happen for the right side. So you can start, keep some space between two yellow, this two black part. Start from here, bring it a little bit lower. And then curvy here, make it come up. And then fill inside with just a pure black. That's not hard part, that's not challenging. Just like that. And with the same technique, you can add the reflection, but we need to add the trees first and then add the reflection under it. So now I want to add one tree. Even the trees are the same, but if I make it bigger like that, there is a narrow tree trunk and then randomly lots of branches close together. This is a cone tree and it's look like pressure with the branches. So again, with the black color, and all this separate from each other when we add the snow on top. With the tip of brush, you can easily draw the line. Let me put this aside and show you how you can draw the line as a tree trunk. When you have flat brush with this liney part, straight to the canvas like that. If you are working in front of the easel, like this you need to do. If you work on a table like that, draw the line as a tree trunk. So choose the place, the length of each tree. I start from here first. I would like to place this tree here, and the other one is shorter, so I start close to that and bring it down here. For the other side as well, the other side is shorter, it's not much long. I start from this part close to the edge, and for the other one shorter here. After adding this line, we need to make it look like the tree. Like I sorry. Yeah, that's okay. Now we can use both pointy part of the brush or the line. So for the top of the tree it's like a long triangle shape, and the tip is more pointy. So use the small part or even a round brush. So start randomly with this part, touch like that. Touch your canvas. If you work on a small size, it's more challenging than the small size is more challenging because you need to make it small, but with the larger size, it's easy. Then you come down, you can use the flat part of the brush like that. In between, you can add some empty space, the nice sky be visible, and the shape of the leaf, the stems is falling down. When you are coming here, it's already black, so you don't need to do anything. Just on a part which is not covered with the black color, you need to shape it look like a tree. For those parts, we need to add just the snow, then help it separate from each other. So the same happens for this tree as well. Make sure the top part be so tiny. When you come down, it's get larger. Bring it on top of the water like that. So it's just a huge part with the black colors happen. But we make it separate. So make sure the brush completely dry, wet, actually it's wet, clean it with napkin and wipe it. Then take your black color, exactly the same, start from here, just randomly bring it down. Here is longer, a little bit shorter on this part, and then again longer as well. For this part, because the trees is separate from each other, even you can switch to the pointy part of your brush, make it liney a little bit, not much. Use the tip to do like that. To help it shows exactly the tip is pointy. And that's enough. Please not bring it really toward the edge of your canvas. We need to have this white part be visible with this pointy part of the brush, or you can go with round brush. Turn your flat brush like this because we would like to work on this tiny bit tip of brush, and then shape the tree so gently on the top, be narrow, and then when you come a little bit down, you can switch to the tip of brush which is liney and make it easier for yourself to do like this and shape the cone tree. On this part which is black, it's okay, you can add some heavy paint because heavy paint make a texture for you. If I take in angle, you can see this texture like here. I add heavy paint because when I bring the snow on top, that's really lovely and great in your landscape. So Hover it and then switch on smaller tree with the same technique. Heavy brush stroke, and heavy paint. Challenging part, just the tip of the trees, which is small part. The rest, you can easily add a lots of paint and brush stroke on top. Start from the stands, not everywhere, just the center, which is between this tree and the reflection. I want to add narrow line here. Doesn't need to be perfect and straight all the way. You can use the broken line. Even take your hand up again, start another one like this. And even you can add a tiny bit water, because water can help a little, just a tiny bit. I don't want the watery brush stroke, but the water can help acrylic be more easy to move and make more line easily. And then add just like this, like a broken line on the stance somewhere. Let me put this aside. You don't need to make it really busy, but a little bit would be okay. Use a whole line like that and use a narrow line and broken line. I want to add the snow on top, and I'm going to do it with pointy brush. If you have it, if not, same brush with this pointy part of the brush, you can do that. Just a pure white color I'm going to add, because I'm sure already the black is wet. It's not completely dry and it's okay. So dilute it into the white color, and I'm going to start here with this, like this part of the landscape, and do like that. And I prefer black color be still wet, because I don't want to see very sharp white color on top. This is for the landscape, and have a napkin always in close to your hand and clean it with napkin again. Take some white color. With the tip, you can make a little bit details on it. And it's happened when some part it's completely dry, all the white pressure into each other. It's better when the black color is wet, we do that. So back and forth, I take another brush. I would like to lose a little bit this hard white color disappear. So again, back again with black on top. Just a little bit. And with the trees from top, try to help some snow sit on top, very less, on top of each part. You can take your brush from a side. And this happen randomly. You don't have to focus exactly at some tiny bit snow. Just randomly move your brush to playing on top of the tree. A shape like that. And make sure not to take a lot of heavy white color because it's better not to see strong white on top of the uh, branches as a snow. The snow is not really fresh always. And even something happen which is so white, we can bring it back with the black. So I have another brush in my hand with the pure black color. And if I add a lots of snow and feel I'm not happy with, again, add more black on top to cover it. Make sure to shape each branch beautifully, not to lose the shape of tree. The other one on the back is a little bit, not much. You can go for the other one, which is on the back, just one side, which is the side close to the river, not the other side. The other side, when you add the snow on top, they mix together. Make sure between two trees be a little bit just a black to help it separate from each other. I think my snow is a lot. Again, I would like to bring them back with the pure black. Okay, now it's better. The other side is the same. I can do it at the same time. So I start from here. Because they're so the same shape and the same style, I do